welcome to the Roundhouse.
Look at this. Wow, it's miserable out there, but this is awesome, mate.
Wet outside, but dry inside.
Look, Amber's got the right idea.
Oh yeah, on the sheepskin.
Cozy, very cozy.
All we've got to do now is get the fire going.
Yeah, we need some food, don't we?
We do.
Well, we're back. 7 months later.
It's been a while.
It's been just a little bit of a while. You can see the smoke in the background coming out the top of the roundhouse. We've got the fire going, and this is going to be certainly my first overnighter in the roundhouse. Dustin has done some before. Check out his channel, Bushcraft Tools. There's a link in the description below. He's also recording this episode. But we have got a feast prepared. We have got some mead. It is going to be an awesome night. Those who remember the first night at the Viking house, it was good fun. And yeah, it's probably going to be something similar along those lines. It's going to be good. I'll give you guys a tour of the place in a minute, because it's changed a lot over 7 months. Sadly, some wear and tear in some places due to the weather and due to the way that we built it. But we hope you enjoy the episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. And yeah, let's give you a quick tour. The weather gods have not been on our side today. It's been, we're getting some puddles outside the roundhouse, but inside is probably the driest shelter we've ever built, certainly I've ever built. It's drier than the Saxon house, because the Saxon house ridge was really hard to do. and it was sort of a little bit uneven. First time I thatched a shelter as well, so this one looks a lot better.
So warm as well.
It's so warm. Look at it. Amber's cosy, Dustin's getting ready to cook up an absolute feast. And this is the setup. We'll talk about that in a minute, but it is so dry, this thatch, because there's so many layers of it. It's just really, really dry. And we're not getting wet at all, whereas out here it's absolutely peeing down. From one layer onto the next layer, and it just comes away from the wall, and we left a big gap with the walls. Sadly, the clay has peeled away loads. We learnt a lot from this. I think what happened with the clay was we'd left it exposed where we didn't build the roof first. We should have built the roof first, and that way it would have kept the walls dry, ready for the clay to dry consistently. We didn't put the roof on first, so the clay got wet, then it dried out, then it got wet, then it dried out, and all that constant getting wet and drying, it expanded, it contracted, all the moisture in it, and as a result it was always going to crack like that and fall away. And sadly that was the case, but hey, we learnt a big lesson, and we can always clay over it later down the line. The fact is it's keeping out the draft now, the wind, which is the main thing. If there's small gaps in there, that's not a bad thing, because it's giving us a bit of airflow. But yeah, you can see these big cracks now where it's just contracted and expanded. I mean, it's rock solid, but it's just yeah, it's lesson learnt. Put your roof on first, then you can clay, and you can also clay and keep nice and dry. This is wattle and daub, bit of clay, bit of water, and some straw, and you can even see the straw through there. Dry on the threshold at least. it's probably time we talked a bit about what we're cooking and what we're using. So the fire we got going with cedar because it's widely available here, and there was a bit of ash we found as well, so we've put that on. Everything's soaking wet. You can see from outside. We've had a lot of rain today, but it's nice and dry in here, and we've only needed a small fire pit today, but we've raised this up, and this is, I've never seen one of these before. I have seen one, but
I've never used one
I've
before.
never used it, and I've never seen it in action cooking something. So this is new to me, but it's absolutely awesome. It's called an Afghan pressure cooker,
Yeah,
right?
it's meant to be an Afghan, it's a traditional Afghan pressure cooker. And yeah,
Awesome.
That's it.
I'll just show you, but basically it's got two valves on the top here. So the key is in the title of what it is, pressure. So it works on pressure, and you can hear it sizzling if I stop talking. You can just hear it sizzling. It builds up the pressure, and it's got these two valves, and it naturally lets the pressure out. But you can make that work better by, like a steam train.
Yeah.
And you can release pressure that way.
And I guess because the pressure builds up, it gets hotter than it would do normally if it was just boiling.
So we were
just
talking about this
steaming
earlier.
with
So it cooks your food a lot quicker.
a lot quicker. It's not what it's meant to be.
But it keeps all the flavour in. So normally you would burn food, you'd probably lose a bit of flavour because it's burnt.
Yeah.
Whereas that has kept all that flavour inside. And it's kind of trying to evaporate, but it's only allowed to slowly.
Yeah.
So it's just recirculating
right.
all that flavour.
And I've got a feeling when we pull the chicken out, I've got a feeling the meat is going to fall away from the bone.
As if you've slow cooked it in a Dutch oven.
And it's only been, what, 30 minutes?
30 minutes. We've had this in 30 minutes. You saw that was a whole chicken that Dustin quartered.
And we're about to take it off in like 2 minutes.
We're ready to take this off. And frankly, I've been impressed with it so far, just the kind of traditional look to it. And you can get mini versions and different versions.
You can, yeah.
Very, very cool. And just the way that...
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't... What kid would not want to just go...
A bit dangerous, but yeah.
Yeah. And we're always checking every now and then. Yeah, we don't want it to blow. Yeah, okay, it's good. But no, it's awesome. And I'm looking forward to tasting this meal. So we've got chicken, plenty of vegetables, broccoli, carrots.
It's got some Moroccan spice as well.
So we kept with the theme, really, of that sort
Pretty
of...
much, yeah.
that sort of... That taste, really, of that
And
culture.
the dry spice, it just smelled like... It smelled so good.
It did.
It's got mint, it's got cayenne pepper, and it's got a whole list of things.
Yeah, garlic.
It's going to be tasty.
Awesome. So, yeah, this is it. It's the first overnight. I'm sure the mead will be out in a bit with some ale.
Won't be long.
We've cracked some ale already, but so this is the culmination of 12 days of building, and we're just super pleased. I'm certainly ecstatic to be here and finally do the first overnight. It was like everything that's happened this last year.
It was like 12 days of building over maybe 10 months.
Yeah, because the coronavirus hit and we had everything just delayed.
Yeah.
So we're happy to be here. We'll show you this food, and thanks so much for sticking by, especially those guys that have stuck on the channel throughout all the series I've done. I really appreciate it.
Legends.
We've had some awesome shelters and everything. So stay tuned. We've got some more in the pipeline. Don't worry, folks. It does smell, and actually you'd think it would evaporate all the moisture and it'd be really dry, but it looks really moist where it's just
absolutely,
kept
yeah.
all that.
What did I put in, about a cup of water?
Yeah.
Look, the meat just falls off the bone.
Oh my days, that is so nice.
Is it tasty?
That
I've not had that
seasoning.
Moroccan seasoning before, but just smelling it smells good. Wow, those are quite big chopsticks you've
Mate,
got there.
that is the biggest chop. This is what happens when you forget a spoon. You get hazel spar. That's so nice.
Wow.
How soft is all that veg as well?
Oh, the sweet potato and no spices.
Yeah. We got some, I forgot the ale horns this trip. But we have got some ale, just without the ale horns. And we got some mead, but we'll bring you onto that later. Right, we are a few hours later. I mean, we are quite a few hours later. We've had some good food. The fire is roaring. And we are about to crack a bottle of
mead.
Harvest Gold mead. It's
only right though, isn't it?
It's suitable for what we've just what we've had in the past.
The last time we shared a bottle of mead was in the Viking house.
Yeah.
What was that like 2 years ago?
2 years
maybe?
ago, and this is the first. We did it as the first overnighter for the Viking house. We'll do it in the first overnighter for the Roundhouse.
Yeah.
We shall edit out a few bits, but no.
Oh mate.
It's the culmination of 12 days of building an epic roundhouse.
Yeah.
Where we have crumbling clay and
Yeah.
smoking fire
You know,
pits.
things aren't perfect, but it's taken a long time to build because of last year and the issues with last year. And since we completed it, we've both been really busy. We haven't met up to do an overnighter. And what that was when we finished, what, 7 months ago?
Yeah, 7 months. So it's been a heck of a year. Thank you to all you guys for supporting the channel and watching this series. Do appreciate it. Thank you to everyone, really, who's followed us over the years.
Yeah.
Cheers to you, mate,
supported the project.
for that epic build.
Cheers. Cheers to you.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
And cheers to you guys watching.
Oh, I prefer that to the spider mead. That spider mead was strong. This is good.
Let me try
this is smooth. This is nice. It's very honey though.
Oh.
That is smooth.
Oh, that is so smooth. Yeah, you're right. I think the spider meat was like 20%. This isn't as strong.
That's where we went wrong last time. You've got fire there, absolutely roaring.
And it's so hot in here.
It's really hot.
And the heat, the roof is just keeping all the heat in.
Yeah, it's mad.
Harvest Gold mead.
Oh look, they've got the old English sort of writing as well.
Oh, it's lovely though.
That's really nice. There you go. There you go. We're going to call it a night because, you know, I don't need to see the rest of the night. But thank you so much for watching this episode if you're still tuning in. And we're going to catch you guys in the morning. Appreciate you watching. Morning folks, it was a good night. Actually slept pretty well, to be honest. And not too sore head this morning, eh?
Not too bad, no.
Not too bad. No, it's great, and we've just got the fire going. Gonna get the kettle on, cup of tea as standard here, certainly for us Brits. And yeah, then we're gonna probably make our way back home. Was gonna do some breakfast, but I've got to get back to walk the dog, and it's about it's a fair drive to get back. So yeah, we'll have some tea, enjoy a bit of time by the fire, and then head on out. Awesome night in the Roundhouse though. Very cool. Lovely. Well, I think we're going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been awesome to spend the first night in the Roundhouse. It's been a great structure. 12 days we took to build it, and it took nearly a year though, because of obviously the pandemic and the break we had from it. But if you'd like to watch that series, I'll put a link to it either up here or in the video description below. I'll put a link to the series as well as the build, the general full build. And yeah, I'll put a link to Dustin's channel in the description below. Dustin, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you for an awesome overnighter.
Hey, it was good,
And
wasn't it?
some awesome grub. It was really good.
I'm still a bit in the head, but a couple more teas and I'll be fresh. But yeah, it was great food, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good. And also, great cooking. It's something different that we've not featured here on the channel before. That pressure cooker. I think I might have to invest in one. They look awesome, don't they? Really efficient.
Suggest recipes.
Yeah, maybe this. Yeah, maybe
Things
you
to
guys.
cook up.
Maybe you guys use them and you cook with them. So if you do, let us know any tips and good recipes in the description below. As usual, drop a comment, a like, and hit the subscribe button if you enjoy it. And we will catch you guys in the next one.